Welcome back. Back in September, we mentioned the possibility of the government adding silver to the critical mineral list. That just happened this week. Crypto also has some turbulence recently. The question is why? This is Tim Murphy, I'm Todd Graff, and this is the Gold Spot. Okay, so Tim, we've seen a lot of volatility recently in the silver market. We've seen the silver price, run up to 54, pull back to 47. It's back to 52 today. What are your thoughts on that? What are you hearing as to what's causing all this volatility?
Yeah, Todd, what we have right now going on in silver is just a good old-fashioned short squeeze. And you need to go back decades when it all really first started to happen with JP Morgan and other banks shorting silver and gold in the paper markets in New York and in London. And when they short the market, they essentially keep the price down. And when the price is down, it's much more attractive to buy it. So 2020, roughly, it started to pick up dramatically with gold. The central banks, led by China, Russia, India, started coming in and buying all the gold available. And then we started to see that earlier this year or at the end of last year with silver. Last week or last month, silver got up to $54 an ounce. And what was happening there was in the LMBA, which is the London Exchange, their physical inventories were being depleted very dramatically by mostly India and Russia and China. And they were pulling all of these physical out. It got to the point where there was no more inventories left. But then last week, the US came out and they officially named silver as a critical mineral. So, and keep in mind, Russia and China have already done this. They did it fairly recently, but it's a situation that is extremely unprecedented. And for the US to come out and do that, it's almost beyond belief. So it's been, of course, downplayed in the public, in media, and the public is not that aware of it. But the rate to borrow silver in order to cover the shorts had to go out and they had to raise money, and it cost them about 1%. That's the normal sort of going rate. But it got so critical that this rate went up to 39%. And in addition to the fundamental play, we also have a technical play at work here as well. And I mentioned this last month, this cup and handle formation that we're seeing in silver. It's a 50-year formation that the bottom of the formation is around $5 an ounce. The top of it is at $50 an ounce. It's a 50-year formation that I've never seen anything like this before. It's very, very powerful. And the potential to go to 100, which would be the objective of this breakout on this formation, $100 an ounce is very real. And it could happen as soon as March of next year. So we're not that far away.
Yeah, Tim, I agree completely with gold and silver. I think even though we've seen some movements in the price, it still has a long way to go. And to touch on another asset class that a lot of people have been watching recently, looking at the cryptocurrency market. We've seen a lot of volatility in that market as well. And Bitcoin has been coming down in price. It was around $125,000 and it went below $100,000 the last week or two. So a lot of that was similar price manipulation, I think, to what they've been doing with silver. Because what we've seen is there's been about around $40 billion of very old Bitcoin wallets. So these are wallets that have held Bitcoin for, probably 5, 6, 7 years, and they're taking profit now in large amounts. But at the same time, Tim, we see all the large banks, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. There's quite a few different large banks, hedge funds that are getting into cryptocurrency in a big way. So we're seeing a lot of volatility with that. And we're also seeing a lot of people that were trading on margin getting wiped out instantly with the huge swings in prices. So cryptocurrency, it is changing. I mean, it's becoming more mainstream, so a lot of people are concerned about privacy with this. And it's really anybody's guess as to what's going to happen with these prices. But looking at gold and silver, I think that's a more stable investment. I think the fundamentals are in a better place for that. So if you have any questions, give us a call. We'd be happy to talk about these things and help in any way. A lot's going on with these financial markets recently. So that'll be it. Thank you for watching, and join us next week on the Gold Spot.
If you enjoyed today's Gold Spot, like or subscribe to both our YouTube and Rumble channels. Also comment below if you have any questions or if you want to hear us talk about a specific topic in a future video.